Okay, here's a way better pick right here. If you can see that statue down beside that guy that's getting subdued, that statue right there is classified as El Negro, and it's a statue of the Olmec. So what features are those? What do you consider those features to be?
I don't understand what you're asking me.
Okay, you said I look like an African. What does this statue look like, man? What type of person would it look like to you? I'm saying it's easy. You was able to look at me within 1 second and call me an African. You can't give me a determination on the similarities of this statue? You are very smart, right? You should be able to tell me what that statue looked like, man. Easily. You can't tell me? Come on, you can do it. I look like an African, but that statue don't look like an African. That's what I'm asking you. It's easy. So you don't want to ask it. That means you're disingenuous, and that's called being biased and prejudice as well. That's not good. Even the people in the audience are saying they look like an African, but I'm not saying it's an African. And she's not answering because it's going to expose her bias and their agenda, and it's embedded in them genetically. It's something that they inherit from the people that they come from. Because I can't say the word that I really want to say. Mestizo is actually being nice. It's another word that y'all can look up. I'll type it in the chat. What they really are, and they don't want to deal with this information because it goes back to the history of what they really did during the Mestizo Revolution and Jim Crow. So it's a very dark past which y'all people had to endure in America, you dark skinned people. And I want to tell y'all story because they want to sweep it under the rug. And thank goodness for some great Mexican archaeologists and South American archaeologists who refuse to sweep this information under the rug. And that's why we hold near and dear some Mexicans who have stood with us and allowed our people to live there and in Brazil to to be safe. So we have to really understand what we are up against. It is sinister. And now that I made this point from this woman who said I look African, once again, let me show my picture before I go on, because we're going to go to DNA next. Because I'm giving y'all the tools. I'm giving y'all the tools to stand up and fight. So this woman said I look African, although I'm a coppery brown person with a round nose, just like the Olmecs. I'm an African, but the Olmec isn't, and that's when we know they're not making any sense. At that point, we got to look at them with a side eye. So now we're gonna go in to the DNA, and I'm gonna let y'all talk.